Audio Jungle.
Mabuhay Philippines! Magandang hapon po dyan sa Pilipinas at good morning dito sa Saudi Arabia. This is Dr. Cheryl Ann Zamora Pono, Mrs. Tourism Philippines KSA. Welcome to Hari ng Pilipinas Head-to-Head Challenge. So ngayong umaga, dalawa po ang bisita natin. Okay, isang marunong din siya mag-Bisaya. Nai-excite talaga ako pag may Bisaya kasi namimiss ko silang kausap sa everyday. Pero anyhow, masaya din ako na nandito si Pangasinan. Okay, so first i-introduce ko sa inyo si Mr. Zamboanga Sibugay, RJ.
Hi po. Good afternoon. Good afternoon po. After ngayon dito sa Philippines eh. I don't know dyan sa'yo, Doc. Anong oras dyan? Hapon din.
Umaga dito, hapon sa'yo, no?
Yes, hapon sa akin dito.
Nalito na ako. Sige kuya, pa-introduce ng sarili mo at saka kung anong tribe ka.
Okay po. So, good afternoon everyone. So, I'm RJ Lopez and I represent Zamboanga Sibugay and from the tribes of Marangal. Ayun. So, I'm working now as a restaurant manager. At the same time, I own a wedding planning business service. I'm a wedding coordinator.
Oh, that's nice. Pero kuya, mas gusto namin pakinggan yung dialect mo na binabati mo at tawagan mo yung mga supporters.
Okay. So, sa tanang mga taga Sibugay noon, so maayong hapon sa inyong tanan dira. So, hinaot ko na inyo kong suportahan aning na pageant and hopefully na guys mag-enjoy mo sa pagtanaw karon. And you are free na mag-comment dira sa baba. Any question?
Oo, thank you for that, kuya. Oo, yung mga mag-comment at magpabati, kailangan nakalagay yung kung saan kayo galing na place para malaman ng ating mga bisita kung sino mga supporter nandyan para sa kanila. Okay. Now, i-welcome naman natin si Mr. Pangasinan, Simon.
Hello po, good afternoon everyone. Hello po.
Sige kuya, introduce yourself. In Tagalog muna, then after that, using your dialect.
Ako po si Simeon Cayetano. I am 20 years old and I am representing Pangasinan po. I am currently a student taking Bachelor of Science in Architecture. And ayun po. Naimbag nga aldaw ti tunggal may sa kadlaawak man ti kababayak nga agbuybuya ta ito'y nga live nga suportaan dak ito'y journey dito'y hari ng Pilipinas. Aramidak am amin tap no makadanon tayo ti grand finals.
Oh. Ano yun kuya na dialect? Ilocano?
Ilocano dialect po.
Oo kuya, pero sa pagkaalam ko, dalawa ang dialect na ginagamit nyo, di ba?
Yes
Pwede
po.
pakibati din sila nung isang dialect na alam mo.
To be honest po, hindi po ako marunong
Hindi
po
mo
sa
siya kabisado
po. Even though I am staying here in Pangasinan po. Hindi ko po alam ang Pangasinense po.
Okay lang yan. That's good anyway. Thank you for that introduction. So, babati ako ng konti. Meron na ditong active itong mga viewers natin, no? Hello, Doc. Magandang hapon from Leslie. Meron din tayong greetings from Team Pangasinan, R. James Sab. And then, meron tayong from Hari ng Pilipinas din. Nagmamanman sila sa mga interviews natin. Tinitingnan nila kung sinong pwede nilang kalabanin. Si Ray John Rigenden at saka si Edwin Ibon. Support ka tribe. Hari ng Pilipinas, Mandaluyong City. Oh, laban daw Pangasinan, sabi ni Julius Andrada Nastor. Okay, pinakalma ko na kayo. Anong gusto niyong mas pangpakalma pa natin? Kakanta tayo or mag-TikTok?
Nako.
Sige daw mga kuya, ganyan-ganyan muna natin yung shoulders natin para relax tayo. Kay baka mamaya mag-aapuyan na to sa mga sagot. Okay, kuya. During sa question and answer natin, okay, the 30 seconds is the most crucial sa sagot nyo. Okay? So if I ask you question, direct to the point yung sagot nyo, yung mga extra nasasabihin nyo, pwede na yan sa bandang huli. Okay? And if the other candidate wish to answer that same question, pwede din yon. Alright?
Okay.
Meron pa ako isang greetings dito from Arthur Soriano Jr. Ano siya? From Benguet. Let's go! Kaya nyo daw yung dalawa. Oo,
Thank
iparelax
you.
ko naman sila. Isisiguraduhin ko na makapasok sila sa 32 candidates na pwedeng
Wow,
mag-move
thank you.
forward. Okay, so relax lang at laging nakasmile. Asan na si Dadras? Siya ang magbibigay ng mga mahihirap na questions sa ating ngayong araw na to. While waiting for Dadras, okay, magbabati muna ako dito kay Meljen Ian Barwell. I think isa siya sa hari ng Pilipinas, no? Candidate. Si John Ray Gutierrez. Oy, gusto ko sila. Araw-araw silang nanonood sa atin.
May plus point yan.
Yes. And to remind also all our candidates, for those who are listening and ang mga guests natin ngayon, you have to continue every day. I-reshare and reshare nyo yung Hari ng Pilipinas YouTube channel at saka yung mga introduction videos nyo kasi this matters during sa scoring nyo to move forward for the next level. All right? Now, we have a question from the Hari ng Pilipinas. Okay. So, si Kuya RJ, this goes to you first. Okay, Kuya? Remember, the 30 seconds is the most crucial part kasi ito yung babasihan ng judge kung ano yung answer mo. Okay? Nagbibigay kami ng konting palugit para ma-express nyo yung sarili nyo talaga. All right, here goes for Kuya RJ. Ready ka na, Kuya?
Okay, try natin to.
Huwag mo ipalata, Kuya, na kinakabahan ka. Ganyan-ganyan. Okay, smile. Kahit nag-iisip ka na, ikagat mo yung ngipin mo para nakasmile lang palagi. Okay?
Okay.
Sige, ready. They say, pero kuya, nababasa mo sa screen ang questions, right?
Actually, I'm using my phone, so medyo maliit
okay.
siya.
So, basahin ko siya twice para tas mabagal lang yung pagbasa ko. Anyway, pero sa
Okay.
stage hindi ganito ha. Pero ngayon, pagbigyan ko lang kayo para medyo practice, okay? They
Okay.
say that our leaders should serve as our role models, especially to the youth. But what's happening now? Even in the past few years, our leaders fight and throw accusations to each other. Hindi man natapos ang question. Is this the rightful manner our leaders are taking on the issues that are needed to be addressed seriously? They say, okay, I will repeat how this is the second time. They say that our leaders should serve as our role models, especially to the youth. But what's happening now, even in the past few years, our leaders fight and throw accusations to each other. Is this the rightful manner our leaders are taking on the issues that are needed to be addressed seriously? Kuya? Time starts now, Kuya.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. We cannot deny the fact that it's really happening now and here in the Philippines. But we have to remember that there's no such perfect person or people or leaders that we have. What we're going to focus on is what are the good things that we have done in our here in the Philippines. Those projects, those things that they have done better for the betterment of everyone and also to our economy. And that is the only thing that we have to focus on. Set aside the negative side of our leaders. Focus on the good things that they have done.
Thank you for that, Kuya. Maingay daw yung timer. Sorry. Nawala kasi yung timer ko. Okay, Kuya Simon, would you like to react to that or would you like to answer to that question?
I don't have any reactions about the answer of Mr. Zamboanga Sibugay, but I just want to share my opinion about this po.
Okay.
Nowadays we our leaders are creating a barriers, and there's a lot of accusations happening right now, especially here in our country, Philippines. And I think what we are able to focus on, it should be to uplift for societal condition, where we are able uh, to to help those people who are in needs, because nowadays it is not about creating barriers or any accusations will be the matter. It should be our heart to care. It should be our mind to understand and able to help our fellow. I think that's the quality of a good leader that everyone must have.
Exactly. Diba? Instead na finding faults on each other,
Yes.
they will like secretly contact each other and like mend it para magkaroon sila ng mas maraming production para sa mga tao. Huwag antayin mag-report kay Rafi Tulfo bago gagawin yung mga obligasyon, di ba? Dapat mali yun. Okay. Now, this is your question, Kuya Simon. The 30 seconds matters the most, ha? Okay? Talagang pang-abogado ang question ni Doc Harlick sa inyo. Mag-ingat-ingat kayo mga candidates. Okay. Thank you, Doc Harlick, for this question. It wasn't stated in the Constitution that the incumbent president should no longer run for presidency because he is only given one term. But the provision did not state that he is banned to run for the position of vice president. Even if that is not in the Constitution, expert says that it is not good to see a president running for VP after his term. But on the other hand, expert also says that it's okay because it's not stated in the provision of the Constitution on electing leaders. What is Dadras, nasaan yung dugtong? What is your thought on this?
Well, my thought about this, as long as a leader who has a leader should have a mind to understand and compassionate about uplifting for societal condition, as long as that leader who has a heart to care, who has a passion to serve his country wholeheartedly without any problems. I think I am in favor about this, and I am agree to this that he will be able to fulfill he will be able to fulfill to run to the vice president as long as he has the qualities of a right leader.
Okay. So far, Kuya, satisfied ka naman sa mga nangyayari sa bansa natin ngayon? Humirit ako. Kuya Simon, naririnig mo ako?
Yes, yes po, akala ko po. Yes po, satisfied naman po ako, except lamang po sa mga accusations na nangyayari ngayon.
Okay, let's not go further para wala tayong issue dyan.
Every leaders naman doing their best po, and I respect it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kahit sabihin natin merong ibang sumasablay, tingnan naman natin yung mga merong na-achieve. Okay, Kuya Zamboanga RJ, would you like to answer that question?
Actually, the answer of
Simon.
Simon is on point naman siya, but I have also my that as long as that our leaders can still give their best, and sabi nga, having this passion, and it's good as long as that there's no dark intention of running again, and I think there's nothing problem with that.
Yes.
As long as he can serve, as long as he can still provide and help to uplift the needs of our economy, especially to the poverty levels in Philippines. We have a highest rate of poverty level here in the Philippines. So I think they have to focus on how to address and uplift those people.
Yeah. For the good of people, okay lang yun, tumakbo kayo. Kung pwedeng tumakbo ulit, pwede. Para yung trabaho mo, yung goal mo na hindi pa natapos, mag-continue siya hanggang magbigyan ang mga tao na medyo umayos naman yung buhay. Though hindi natin totally matanggal yung kahirapan or yung mga unemployment issues, pero at least ba ma-lessen, di ba?
Yes, we can lessen.
Dapat. Yes. Okay, there you go. O, ayan na. Silipan na natin sila kung gaano sila sumagot ng maayos sa mga tanong natin. Okay. We have another question here from Hari ng Pilipinas. Wait, sana ba ako dapat magtanong? Kay Kuya Simon na ako, di ba? Okay. The Philippines has confirmed its first death and locally transmitted case of the Delta variant. What are your thoughts to those people who are still reluctant to receive vaccination? The Philippines has confirmed its first death and locally transmitted cases of the Delta variant. What are your thoughts to those who are still reluctant to receive vaccination? Kuya RJ?
Okay, so if that is true, so we have to be advanced and being strict on the boundary so that that case will not getting worse. And then to the people, we have to trust on the expert to be vaccinated because this is the only way that we can overcome, surpass these trials, these hard times. And I think that the experts are not putting us into a dangerous situation or into a difficult situation having this vaccine. So we have to trust. We have to trust everything because I know that if we work together, having this unity, it's easy for us to overcome this hard times.
Thank you for that. Kuya Simon, would you like to answer the question?
Well, to those people who are still reluctant to receive vaccination, to be honest, my mom got his first dose of vaccine, and I don't see any problem about that at all. And I just want to encourage everyone to get vaccinated because and before we undergone vaccinated, I think better to have faith to our God and pray everything what we are able to commit so that everything will go smooth on its way po.
Yes. Kasi hindi naman tayo, I mean, given no, that the vaccination for the COVID-19, the vaccine for the COVID-19 is just like parang napaka-short ng term na pinag-aralan nila ito ng effect. But nevertheless, at least, we are on the safer side. Kung ano man ang magiging side effect nito in the future, at least lahat naman tayo alam mo yun, kung magsabi nga nila, maging zombie kayo, nagpa-vaccine, o di zombie kami, nandito kami sa karamihan ng zombie. Hindi yung hinahabol ng zombie. Kidding aside. Okay. So this question now, the next question will be for you, Kuya Simon. Right? This is your second question now for Kuya Simon. Okay. Magkuha ako ng question from the viewers. This is from Tom Binfield. How important, this is for Kuya Simon Dadras. Yes, thank you. How important is biodiversity there in the Philippines? How important is biodiversity there in the Philippines?
Well, biodiversity is indeed significant and very vital nowadays, especially during these hard times. Biodiversity it is important because it balances the ecosystem, and what we are able to do during this hard time is we show we need to be able to show our kind to our mother nature by simply planting trees to our backyards and by segregating our trash into its proper segregation and able to reuse, reduce, recycle, something that may help us to, to uplift, uh, to if, to uplift our environment. Even we are because nowadays, in this time of pandemic, it targeted our health, and it is important for us to become healthy. And biodiversity, it gives a lot that will sustain us as an individual, and we need to have care to our biodiversity, to our environment.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya RJ, would you like to answer the question?
Okay. So I know that we are focused on with this pandemic but we have to remember that we need also to take good care of our mother nature because the biodiversity, it will give us balance on living. So if we're going to neglect that area, so maybe we have again another problem to face on. So it would be balance. aside from focusing on this pandemic, we have also to take good care our Mother Nature.
Pero, yeah, that's right, Kuya. We need to balance everything, no? Pero so far, mag-side question muna ako. So far, quick answer lang. So far, anong mga nagawa nyo? Kahit hindi naman siya for community, ikaw lang sa sarili mo, anong nagawa mo to protect our environment?
Okay, for me, actually sa bahay may mga nagiging plantito din ako eh. At the same time, so aside from going to mall, having a groceries, ganyan, we are bringing our own eco bag. And that is the best factor that we can help also our Mother Nature. At the same time, avoid throwing garbage anywhere because it really affects our environment. So just a simple act of kindness to our Mother Nature.
Exactly. How about you, Kuya Simon? Ano
Well,
mga
simply
simpleng nagawa mo?
by simply being as a responsible citizen of our nation, by means of throwing my garbages into its proper segregation, and by planting to our backyards, something that will help us sustain our needs, especially when it comes to our foods, and yon. I also do recycle, such as those bottled what bottle of water. I use it um as a pot. I make it as a pot para sa mga halaman po namin.
Oh, maganda yon. Okay, this is our last question. This goes to both of you, okay? So let's start from you, Kuya Simon. Single use, may ano to ha, parang dugtong to sa last na tanong. Single-use plastic is one of the biggest pollutant in the world. As hari ng Pilipinas, what will you do since what will you do since you are a voice to amplify?
Well,
What
as
will you
hari
do
ng
to amplify this problem?
Well, yes, we all know that single-use plastic is indeed pollutant for us. But as an architecture student, I discovered a lot that even a plastic can turn into a brick that we can use for our shelter. And that is amazing. That was amazing. And I am so proud to those people who made that invention. And since plastic will become pollutant nowadays, it better to show our care to our environment, such as protecting them from, from lack of, you know, yeah, but simply throwing our garbages into the proper segregation of waste, I think.
Thank you, Kuya. What about Kuya RJ? Any thought on that?
Okay, actually, Philippines is we are rich when it comes of natural resources, and it's our high time. Actually, we are blessed, okay, because we have a lot of natural resources here in the Philippines. In our high time to embrace and love our local products. So it's our high time to turn into to create more eco bag so that we will lessen the use of single-use plastic. Because if we are going to embrace this kind of uh, system of using natural products or eco bag, so I think we can help and to protect our Mother Nature. We have to
Okay,
love we have to love locals that we have.
exactly. Recycle, reuse, and reduce. Okay?
Yes.
Sana magiging parte yan sa preparation nyo ng mga costume nyo. Diba? Alay natin. Yung mga judges, isa yan sa titingnan. O diba? Kasi we keep on promoting. I have heard candidates promoting about helping Mother Earth. We reduce, recycle. But I don't see any one of them na nakakita ko na recycled materials ang gamit sa mga costume nila. Diba? Okay, anyhow, I'm kind of sad kasi parang napakaiksi ng time natin, guys, na magchika.
Yeah.
Ang sarap pa
Yes
naman
po.
na binabato sa atin. Anyway, because we have 100 candidates to deal with. So, magsasalang kasi kami kung sinong pwedeng magbitbit ng corona, di ba? Okay, so guys, I need you to promote and invite your supporters and invite those who are not yet supporting you, and yung YouTube channel nyo, yung introduction profile video nyo, kailangan yon para maiangat kayo sa next level. So let's start from Kuya RJ and then Kuya Simon.
Okay, hi everyone. So I'm asking you to please do support me for this pageant, Hari ng Pilipinas. And also, please don't forget po to subscribe our official YouTube channel, Hari ng Pilipinas, wherein you can find those po yung mga intro videos namin. And don't forget po naman to view my intro video, Sambuanga Sibugay, and share it to your social media. And also, we have our official Facebook account, Hari ng Pilipinas. And Instagram po, may Hari Pilipinas Instagram account kami. Please follow us. And of course, I have me also, RJ Lopez, and my YouTube channel also, RJ Lopez, Guwapitong Hilaw. Ayun.
Oh, Gapitong Hilaw. Okay, thank you, Kuya, and good luck. Kuya Simon?
Thank you.
Hello everyone, to my fellow Pangasinan po. I am asking support from you to please do like and subscribe our YouTube channel named Hari ng Pilipinas. We also have Instagram and a Facebook page. Please do likes and don't forget to support our videos, especially my video, Simeon of Pangasinan. I am asking to please like my video and don't forget to share it.
Good luck, Kuya.
Thank you.
Papanood
Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
ask your friends to reshare your yung mga
Yes.
YouTube introduction ninyo kasi very important 'yun, okay? Remind your constituents diyan na suportahan niyo ako pag nanalo ako, bit-bit ko yung pangalan ng lugar natin, o di ba?
Magpa-burger pag manalo.
Hoy, isali mo ako diyan.
Surprise, ganun.
Hey, Kuya, I really don't like to let you go, but parang ang dami nyo ngayong araw na to. Sige, I will see you soon anyway.
Thank
Good
you so
luck.
much po.
See you soon
Nice
po.
meeting you guys. Nice
Thank you
meeting
po.
you. I'm so happy to meet you.
Simon, thank you. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Bye!
Keep safe.
Thank you, Dr. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Ay, nakakatuwa. Makakita ng mga tao na hindi mo akalaing ma-meet sila. Okay, now I have another set of candidates from Hari ng Pilipinas coming from Pampanga. Mr. Jamie.
Hello, Doc.
Oh, San Fernando ang lumabas.
Wait lang po, Doc.
Oh, nag-solo na ako. Nasaan na sila? Anyhow, to the candidates of the Hari ng Pilipinas, please wag niyo pong kalimutan i-share yung YouTube channel niyo para makapag-view yung mga supporters niyo at saka it will help you level up para dun sa 32 candidates para sa preliminaries natin. So, I think pakakantahin pa yata ako nito dahil nawawala yung aking mga guests. Ay, andyan na. Hello, Mr. Pampanga.
Hello po, Doc. Good afternoon.
Kumusta, Kuya?
Actually, I'm on shift right now, Doc. Pero I'm giving my, work from home. Pero ilalaban natin yan live.
Oo, laban. Hanapan ng paraan, di ba?
Yes po.
Sana naman umintindi yung... Okay, Kuya. I need you to introduce yourself in Tagalog and then if you have iba yung dialect niyo dyan sa Pampanga, di ba?
Kapampangan po.
After introduction ng Tagalog, gamitin mo naman yung dialect mo. Okay, one-on-one
Okay
daw
po.
tayo, sabi ni Dadras.
Okay po. So, magandang hapon po. Ako po si Jaime Mikel P. Velasco Jr. 24 na taong gulang. Graduate ng Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Management and Entrepreneurship from the premier university here in Central Luzon, Angeles University Foundation. And I'm currently working as a client technology specialist sa isang client tech account based in Clarkfield, Pampanga. And active member din ako ng Catholic Faith Defenders, isang youth organization that deals with apologetics. It is a discipline in theology where you define and explain certain doctrines and dogmas of the church. Also active member of the Ministry of Altar Servers, yung mga sakristan po sa aming parish. And proud to represent the culinary capital of the Philippines and where letter H doesn't matter, Pampanga.
Okay, thank you for that. Kuya, pabati naman in your dialect ng magandang hapon sa ating mga viewers and followers.
So karen kaong kabalen maya pa gat panapon po kaya kayungan sana maya po ngan ken suportahan niyo ko po kay ningal dongay. Salamat po.
Thank you, Kuya. Ang sarap pakinggan, no? Natutuwa ako. Oy, hindi pala tayo one-on-one. Sumulpot si Kuya Tarlac. Hello, Mr. Tarlac Best. Hello, Kuya.
Hello po. Magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon. Are you okay there?
Opo, medyo kinakabahan po.
Good. Kinakabahan ka. O sige, ganun-ganun muna tayo bago ka mag-introduce. Kuya, sunod ka sa akin. Sabi mo, kinakabahan ka. Okay, ganyan. Sige. Para ma-relax. Okay lang yan. Natural. Ibig sabihin, normal tayo na tao kasi kinakabahan. Pag wala yon, edi parang robot, di ba? Mag-antay na pindutin para gumalaw. Okay, now, Kuya, can you introduce yourself to us in Tagalog and then greet your followers and our viewers in your dialect? Thank you.
Hello po, magandang hapon po sa lahat. Kay Dod and Dak at sa mga kahari. Dahil kayo nyo sa anyawaran ko isuporta at mga TV Payturo para king hari ng Pilipinas. Salamat king ganaganang sasawang susuporta.
Oh, iba din yun, ano? Suporta lang ang naintindihan ko doon. Sana minsan mabigyan ko ng oras pag-aralan kahit konti man lang. Kasi baka makapasyal ako sa mga lugar nyo, wala akong makausap. So, are you ready, guys?
Ready po.
Ready.
Okay. Sabihin nyo pag kinabahan kayo ha kasi magre-relax tayo. It's either kakanta tayo or sasayaw. Joke lang. Okay, pabati naman. Sige, bati lang muna ako. Hello, Dr. Cheryl from Trexie, Ilagan. Meron din tayo from Wayne Lee. Salamat sa panood. Si Marcos Antonios, Aris Torres Galas, Mark, John Darren Abello, John Ray Gutierrez. Salamat sa panood nyo sa amin and sa pagsuporta nyo sa mga Hari ng Pilipinas candidates. Okay, we have our first question. Para kay Kuya Pampanga. Nahin natin si Kuya kaya naka-duty daw siya sa work niya. As the saying goes, Kuya, nababasa mo yung question sa screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Sige lang kasi minsan pag sinasabi lang natin, medyo hindi natin makuha kaagad. So at least mabasa mo siya. Okay, as the saying goes, ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. In this time and age where majority of the youths are clinging onto social media instead of grasping the reality of the world we are facing right now, do you think that there is really hope in them?
Doc, sometimes it really breaks my heart seeing the youth that they view perfection in social media, such as, for example, a beautiful face, beautiful body, beautiful physique. Sometimes they tend to forget to appreciate themselves. Now, in the issue of issue of being them the hope, I think we should not push them to be so radical. Rather, accept them and, teach them to take part and share part. For I believe the true attitude of our future nation builder is not thinking thinking perfectly and do not think of themselves as a perfect. So I think it is now high time to encourage everyone and teach them the value of appreciating themselves and helping our community. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Kuya. Kuya Les, would you like to answer that question?
Other question po.
As the saying goes, ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. In this time and age where majority of the youths are clinging onto social media instead of grasping the reality of the world we are facing right now, do you think there is really hope in them?
Bilang isang kabataan po dito sa Pilipinas, ang katagang kabataan, ang pag-asa ng bayan ay matagal nang naririnig or matagal nang kataga dito sa Pilipinas. So bilang isang kabataan dito sa Pilipinas, hindi man natin mabawal ang kabataan sa mga pag-addict sa social media. So ipakita natin sa kanila yung kilos natin kung paano pamamuhay ng bilang isang responsibilidad. So ang mga bata, kadalasan sila yung mga estudyante. Kung sila yung mga estudyante, gawin muna nila yung sa panahon ngayon yung module nila, bago sila magbabad sa social media. So,
Okay, thank you for that, Kuya. Leslie. Leslie. Leslie, you
Yes po.
graduated yesterday?
Nung July 16 po.
Congratulations, bro.
Congratulations, Kuya! Wow, that's an accomplishment. Really. Mahirap po mag-graduate. Ang daming pagdadaanan ng isang
Totoo yan.
estudyante. Di ba? Oh, naiyak ako.
Nakaka-touch, Doc.
Oo nga, kasi hindi nga I graduated as Doctor of Dental Medicine pero nag-aral ako ng dressmaking. Naiyak ako nag-graduate kasi it's another skill, it's something na pwede ko siyang magiging sideline pag medyo ayaw ko na magiging dentist, di ba? Dapat ganun ang life. Kagaya nung question kanina, saan tayo dapat mag-focus yung mga kabataan, future daw natin, but mostly the kids nowadays are not trying to develop or discover or learn new skills. Okay. Hindi yon ibig sabihin na nakapagtapos tayo ng isang kurso ay enough na yon para sa buhay natin. We have to be
Yes, ma'am.
prepared kung anong pwedeng maibato sa buhay, pwede tayong lumaban diretso. Kuya Leslie, congratulations and I wish you well sa journey mo sa paghahanap ng trabaho.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, now the next question, Kuya Les, kasi graduation mo kahapon, ikaw na ngayon ang tanongin namin. So just to remind you guys, you can answer in English, you can answer in Tagalog kung saan kayo mas convenient at kung saan ninyo ma-express yung sarili nyo. And the 30 seconds of your answer is the one that matters most, okay? So direct to the point kayo. Pag may question, direct to the point. Don't repeat the question para hindi mabawasan yung 30 seconds nyo. Ready, Kuya? Shake it. Smile, Kuya. Smile. Kailangan laging nakasmile. Practicein nyo talaga yung nakasmile lagi. Okay? Okay, guys? Serious na tayo ngayon. From Wayne Lee, if we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to admit them? If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to admit them? Kuya,
Yes po.
you can answer now.
Okay po. Sa palaging ano natin, paggagawa natin ng mga mali natin, kung natutunan na natin ito nung mga nakaraang araw, so nasa sa'yo na yun kung paano mo siya i-handle. So kung natuto ka na at ginawa mo pa rin yung pagkakamali na yun, nasa sa'yo na yung mali. So bilang magiging hari ng Pilipinas, so ang kailangan lagi na pagiging ang kailangan natin gawin na bago natin pasukin ang isang bagay, kailangan nating pag-isipan na 100% kung tama ba ito or mali.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya Jamie, would you like to answer the question?
Yes, meron ako kasi sa life ko na fail. If you spell it out, it's fail. F-A-I-L. It's first attempt in learning.
Kuya, ano yung
It's first attempt in learning. I think because if someone is afraid enough to admit his failure because of rejection, and I think there's nothing wrong if you fail. What is important is that you try again, and also remember that the extremes just doesn't justify the means. So keep on trying and keep believing on yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya. Napapansin ko si Kuya Les, parang kinakabahan pa si Kuya. Would you like us to sing together, Kuya, para ma-relax?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm going back to Kuya Jamie for the question from Hari ng Pilipinas, okay? This question is coming from, what's your name? Japanese ba yan na pangalan? Hindi ko siya mabasa. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's just read the question. Anyway, bati muna ako sandali kay Paul Badana, Sofia Norani, Zar Anthony Goroza, who else? Ethan Gal Alaygan
Mga tropa.
Marono. Yes, I think that's why he's here with us. Thank you, Kuya. Candy Tarok and John Denver Fernandez. Salamat po sa inyo sa pagsubaybay sa amin ngayong araw na ito. Okay, I will be reading this question from Kuya Japanese.
Arigato.
I'm so sorry, I don't know how to read Japanese. But their question is here. When the news is all doom and gloom, as it has been since the start of this pandemic, can you think of any positive thing that this pandemic has brought us?
I think because of all those happening, the mediocrity that is happening in our place, I think there is something good that this pandemic has brought us. It has let us reawaken our faith in God. Kung napapansin nyo, a lot of people now walk towards God and ask help for faith. And that is something that I'm very happy as a server of God. And then second is that we reconnect one with nature. For sanity purposes, I myself became a plantito during pandemic. And, I discovered something good in myself, that I do really have this passion horticulturing, and taking care of plants like cactuses and all. And then the third one is we learn to reunite with our family members. We have time to talk to them. We have time to have a chit chat, and bond with them more. I think this is something this is something which is good that the pandemic has brought us today.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. Kuya Plantito. Mamaya, Kuya Plantito nang may tawag ko sa iyo, hindi na Mr. Pampanga. Okay, Kuya Les, would you like to answer that question? Or would you
Yes,
like
ma'am.
to add that statement? Okay. Go on, Kuya.
Sa bawat problema at pagsubok na kinakaharap ng ating bansa, isang malaking problema o pagsubok itong pandemya na ito. So nagiging madali ang isang problema o isang pagsubok kapag merong isang sumusuporta. So I think para sa akin ang gobyerno ang unang maharap sa problema ito. So bilang isang kabataan na para mapagaan ang problema or isang pagsubok, kailangan nila ng suporta na galing sa ating mga kababayan.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. So, di ba sa pandemic, okay, tapusin ko na lang yung sasabihin ko before ko basahin yung next question is this for you, Mr. Tarlac. So, tama nga yung sinabi, marami tayong dapat natutunan during pandemic. Hindi tayo dapat nakafocus dun sa mga negative na nangyari around us, like hindi tayo makalabas. Kasi sa bahay pa lang natin mismo, sa normal days natin, marami tayong space sa bahay na hindi nasisilip, hindi nagagalaw, hindi naaayos. Okay? Feeling natin hindi tayo marunong magluto, hindi marunong mag-bake, hindi tayo marunong makapag-grow ng mga halaman. But during pandemic, nabigyan natin ng pansin ito. So sana sa mga taong nakikinig dyan, hanapin natin kung anong pwedeng idulot na maganda ito sa atin. It's time, while nakulong kayo sa bahay, it's time to learn new skills. The YouTube is there to provide all those informations, steps, how you can have that one. Okay, guys? All right, next question for Mr. Tarlac. Kuya Leslie, are you okay there? Are you
Yes, ma'am.
ready? Okay, gusto ko yan.
Ready.
Kuya. Lively tayo, Kuya. Okay, question from Julius Andrada Nastor. Do you think it is now the right time to go back to face-to-face classes, and why?
Lagi tayong mga Pilipino, gusto natin yung nararamdaman yung kapayapaan. So, halimbawa sa Panginoon, kapag ginagawa natin yung mga gusto niya, nafe-feel natin yung kapayapaan. So, kung magkakaroon ng face-to-face classes na hindi pa tayo sure kung sigurado na 100% na zero cases na, so mararamdaman natin yung kaba or yung walang kapayapaan sa puso natin at isipan natin kung magkakaroon ng face-to-face, paano kung mahawa ako? Paano kung hindi pa safe? So, I'm not agree to go back face-to-face classes.
Thank you, Kuya. So, Kuya is not comfortable on face-to-face classes. Would you like to react to that, Kuya
I
Plati?
agree. Yeah, I agree with this explanation actually because, parents are still worried about their children's safety, and also others are financially incapable because of the high surge in unemployment during the pandemic. And I do agree that I think the most probable way or channel is through online pa rin po.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's better to save the lives of our children
I
kahit
couldn't agree more. Yes.
kahit ma-delay sila or hindi man makapagtapos, parang I really don't care. Kasi sabi na nga natin, marami namang ways ngayon para matuto tayo online. So bakit natin ipipilit ang risky step na wala tayong assurance? Kahit nga may vaccine tayo, it's not even an assurance na we are really protected from this virus.
Yes.
Kasi
Added layer in protection siya, Doc, no?
nagkaroon na siya ng maraming variant. Hindi na natin malaman paano siya huliin, paano siya, hindi mo malaman kung shotgun na gamitin. Parang yata yung needle.
Oo nga po.
Kuya Les, pinaparelax lang kita dyan kaya hinahaluan ko ng kalukuhan yung mga ano ko. Ayun, nakangiti si Kuya. Thank you naman. Okay, can we have another question, Dras? Babatiin ko si RJ Bawit Batang from, he's a fan of Kuya Les.
Hello.
Fernando Von Barques, laban lang mga kahari. You know him? Okay. I have a question here now. This is for you, Kuya Pampanga. Kuya Plantito.
Bring it on, ma'am.
Bring it on. Ako, kung isa ako dyan sa, sa members sa judges, sasabihin ko na mag-plant kayo ng malunggay. Lahat ng candidate magtanim ng malunggay. Kasi malunggay is power plant. Kahit wala na
Yes.
ang ulam mo, buhay na kayo. Okay, balik tayo sa seryoso. Remember guys 30 seconds is the one that matters most. Ready? With the 2022 presidential election fast approaching, what kind of a leader character should the Filipino people look for?
I think we all know that there are no perfect person. Everyone has its bad side, its evil side. But I think in the coming election, sometimes the choices are not good enough, or sometimes we ought to choose the lesser evil one. But I think we should look for the leader who is compassionate, okay, honest and transparent enough, and honest to admit his mistake or failure to our fellow men. We should find more leader who is appreciative, who is modest enough, a peace-loving individual, and a service-oriented one. I think those qualities are, the most factor that we should look for a leader in this coming 2022 elections.
Okay, thank you, Kuya Plantito. Kuya Les, would you like to answer that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start now.
Sa darating na elections, 2022, sa paghabol ng mga presidente, ang gusto kong makita ng mga tao ngayon ay isang matapang na kayang harapin ang kanyang responsibilidad, kasama ng dasal at sipag. Kailangan din na pakinggan niya ang mga daing or boses ng mga kinabibilangan niya.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. Okay, so we have one more question for your, Kuya Les. Okay, from Jason Tanhuacchio. All right, Kuya Les, this is for you. Okay, remember the 30 seconds is the one that matters most. What can you say about the ongoing crisis in the world and the country is facing today? How do you think, in your own little way, should you help handle the situation? Go, Kuya.
So ang pagsubok na kinakaharap natin ngayon, itong pandemya, so napakalaking pagsubok nga at napakalaking problema. So ang magagawa ko lang na bagay, so ang mga maharap talaga sa ating problema ngayon, yung mga doktor or nurse, mga police, sa madaling salita, mga frontliner. So bilang isang kabataan, nung last time nung nagsimula ang pandemya, nagboluntaryo ako sa isang lingap paste. So, ang ginagawa namin, pinagluluto namin yung mga frontliners, pinaglilinis namin ng mga kwarto, at kapag wala kami ginagawa, nagpapak kami ng mga noodles, mga ganun po.
Wow, thank you, Kuya. That's an act of human love, no? Hindi din kaya madali magsilbi sa ibang tao, 'di ba? Kasi may sariling obligasyon ka sa pamilya mo at saka nakakatakot nga yung virus, but then you go out of your way to help these people. Okay, thank you for that, Kuya Les. Kuya Plantito, would you like to answer that question?
No, I agree with him totally. And gusto ko lang i-quote yung sinabi ni Saint Therese of the Child Jesus. Sabi niya, it doesn't matter how small you're doing, but how you do it in an extraordinary manner. So lahat ng ginagawa natin, we should do it with love and, yun po.
Yes. Iba yung extraordinary. So, ibig sabihin, simpleng-simple. But extraordinary, this is the one that is so special to share. Right, mga kuya? Kumusta na po ang feeling nyo?
Yes.
Okay. So, babatiin ko muna yung thank you for your performance today, Kuya. I wish you well na sana mas kasali kayo doon sa 32 candidates na mag-move forward for the preliminaries. But then, Kuya, I wish to remind you that you have to reshare and repost your YouTube channel introduction profile ninyo video, because this one it counts din po para doon sa pag-angat nyo doon sa Hari ng Pilipinas title. Okay, so now, Kuya, we're going to end this, and I feel really bad, just as I always say, which is totoo, kasi parang napaka-konti ng oras na kilalanin kayo. Marami din akong natutunan sa mga guests natin, sa mga candidates natin. Oo, maganda pala yung ganito. So I feel blessed also na nakilala ko kayo at nagiging part ng journey nyo sa Hari ng Pilipinas. So now, Kuya, starting from Kuya Plantito, I would like you to greet the people who are watching, supporting you, and to encourage them to continue supporting you and to follow you and the Hari ng Pilipinas organization sa journey nyo. After Kuya Plantito, Kuya Les, you will do the same also, okay? Kuya.
Hi. I would like to encourage my supporters and followers to please follow me to my journey, Hari ng Pilipinas 2021. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. It's Hari ng Pilipinas, and Instagram account, Hari ng Pilipinas. And also our Facebook page, Hari ng Pilipinas. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya Les?
Sa uli din po, magandang hapon po sa lahat. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon. Kina Doc and Dad. Sorry po. Sa lahat po na sumuporta, pasensya na po at kinabahan po ako. Ayun po, huwag pong kalimutan na sundan ang Hari ng Pilipinas sa Instagram, Facebook at sa YouTube. Salamat po.
Thank you, Kuya. Okay, well, waiting for the next group. Babatiin muna natin yung ating mga viewers and followers. Sige, si Elvin Pante from Bicol. Warren Lazo, may question sana siya. Probably, Kuya, we will read your question for the next batch. Tapos kay Wine Lee, RJ Batang. Who else I did not greet? Kuya, bigyan ko kayo ng chance na pasalamatan yung mga supporters niyo, yung family niyo especially.
Yes,
Well, wait. Let's start from Kuya Les.
Hello po sa pamilya ko. Especially po sa kapatid ko na si Angelina Tarong po. Kasi siya po talaga yung nag-share ng mga photos and videos ko para dito sa Hari ng Pilipinas. Salamat po.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya.
Okay, yun, maraming salamat po kay Mama, kay Papa, sa family ko, and sa Catholic Faith Defenders, St. Ignatius of Loyola Parish, sa Ministry of Altar Servers din dyan, tumututok, and also to my likers, yung mga, di ko man kayo kilala, pero rest assured, nasa puso ko kayo, and please keep supporting me po. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuyas. I hope to meet you someday, and I'm glad I meet you through this virtual.
Sana.
Parang napaka-short ng kwento-kwentuhan. Okay, nagsisignal na si Dra. May waiting. Anyway, salamat po sa mga pamilya at mga kaibigan ni Mr. Pampanga and Mr. Tarlac sa pagsuporta niyo po sa kanilang mga pangarap. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
I will see you
Doc.
again next time.
Looking forward to
Thank
see
you,
you.
Doc.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Ha? Take care. Okay. Parang nabibitin ako. Parang marami pa akong gustong alamin tungkol sa kanila. But anyhow, baka in the next episode, meron pa tayong chance na ma-meet sila ulit. So for now, we will have Mr. Negros Occidental. Mr. Arjan.
Ay, hello. Magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, kuya. I want you
Maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon. Okay, I want you to introduce yourself in Tagalog and then you greet the people using your dialect.
Okay po. Yes po. All right. Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I'm Arjun Tisoro. Lumaki po at saka pinanganak sa Negros Occidental. Graduate po ako ng Hospitality Management. Ngayon, yung pinagkakaabalahan ko, I'm a commercial model po, freelance model, so more on events than commercials. And since nung nag-pandemic, I started doing some food business. So I have a small business then for food and also doing some garments, online selling for clothing. So medyo busy-busy ng konti. Pero laban lang for hari ng Pilipinas. Syempre.
Oh, yeyemen din si kuya. Yeyemen. Marami siyang pinagkabunayan.
Kailangan
Yeah, I
Yes.
like that kind of attitude na maghahanap ka ng paraan na you don't concentrate on what's not going to be. Diba? Kailangan yung what can I do from this?
Yes. We have to widen our choices from source of income, Ayan.
Arjun Lucky?
Arjun Tesoro.
Yes, no. That girl is saying me, Arjun Lucky. Greet him. Happy birthday. Kuya Arjun, you can
Yes.
sing. You like to sing.
Yes. Video okay. I can sing. I can sing.
Sing muna tayo ng happy birthday ng kapangalan mong si Arjun, kapatid ko sa Maharlikans. Kanta tayo ng happy birthday, Kuya. Pasensya ka na sa boses ko. Ay, mga viewers, huwag kayong umalis pag marinig mo yung boses ko kumanta, okay?
Yeah.
Kuya, lakasan mo lang yung boses mo para matabunan mo yung pangit ko na boses.
Sige po. Mahina.
Happy birthday,
Okay
ha?
lang.
Kanta tayo happy birthday kay Arjun, nakapangalan mo. Ready, Kuya? 1, 2, 3, go! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Wish you
Ayun.
best, Kuya. Padalhan mo kami ng cake at pansit. Kuya Arjun, I think may nag-feedback sa site mo. May naka-open.
May nag-feedback po ba, Doc?
Oo, pa-mute ng iba.
Okay. Parang wala naman dito sa ko. Saglit lang po. Kuha ako, Doc, ng Doc. Earphone siguro.
Sige, try mo, Kuya.
Sige po.
Oh, at nag-iisa ako ngayon. And while waiting for Kuya to come back for me, ay babatiin ko muna ang ating mga viewers. We have Juliet Bantog Bartolome. Sabi niya, good luck kay John Michael Abordo. I have the same people and they have all questions. Sana mabasa ko ito lahat ng questions nyo. Anyway, sa mga supporters at sa mga viewers natin ngayon, okay, we have here Jeser De Leon Senfuego. Hi, Doc. More blessing. Thank you, Kuya. Hari ng Pilipinas from Pasay City. Oh, ang ganda. Ipopost ko na kayo lahat sa Facebook ko. Lahat sila gwapo. Lahat sila nagtatry talaga na magsagot ng maayos pero pag kinakabahan parang nabablank ang isip. I would like to remind the candidates na kailangan mai-overcome nyo yung kaba-kaba during sa stage ng question and answer. Kaya importante yon. Hello, Kuya.
Hello. Okay na, Doc?
Yes. No, si Kuya alive na alive.
Much better. Yes,
Siguro,
kailangan.
Marami ko natang naibenta ngayong araw na to, Kuya, kasi parang ensayo-sayo natin.
Yes, sold out.
Wow, ang galing. Suportahan nyo rin si Kuya sa business niya, ha? Mga taga Negros Occidental.
Yes.
Hindi lang po siya gwapo, masipag pa sa buhay. Binata ka pa ba, Kuya?
Yes po. Yes
My
po.
girlfriend.
Kailangan
My
single. Single,
last
Doc. Single.
Kuya. Pero kailangan ni Kuya ng girlfriend na masipag din, maganda, at marunong sa buhay dumiskarte. Hindi na pwede ngayon yung naka-makeup lang lagi. Hindi na po hindi si Kuya naghahanap ng model na asawa. Naghahanap siya ng ka-partner niya sa business and in life.
Yes.
Kuya?
Yes, tama, Doc. Tama.
Kailangan face, diskarte sa buhay. Okay,
Yes.
Kuya. Parang wala man tayong kasama. Is here na daw. May ding-dong sa nag-doorbell na si Kuya. Okay. Kuya Joseph.
Hello po.
Iloilo Province. Hello, Kuya. I need you to greet our viewers and your followers in Tagalog and then batiin mo din sila in your dialect.
Okay. Hello guys, my name is Mix Joseph Ribadomia from Iloilo Province. And may ugto sa tanan, ako gali si Joseph Ribadomia, mag-representa sa ng Pilipinas, Iloilo Province.
Pareho ngayon sila na Bisaya pero magkaiba lang sila ng dialect. Right, Kuya?
Yes. Ilonggo.
Ilonggo.
Ilonggo ka mga duwa?
Oo.
Yes, Doc.
Ako man Bisaya, taga Ormoc ko. So
Lapit
pero
Tanay lang, Doc.
Oo, pero hindi man tayo pwede mag-Bisaya kaya hindi makaintindi yung iba. No? Tagalog yan tayo, kahit matigas yung Tagalog natin para matuwa. Okay, so Kuya, we will have 3 questions each. The 30 seconds of your answer for my question is the one that matters most. So direct to the point tayo. Do not repeat the question para hindi mabawas sa 30 seconds nyo. Okay? This head-to-head challenge will eliminate you to the next level if you perform well. Okay? Tell me kung kinakabahan, relax muna tayo. Pero pag nandun na kayo sa stage, wala na si doktora na magpa-relax kay ibang klaseng question and answer na yung mangyayari doon. Okay? So dito lang yan. Pagbigyan mo na kayo ng konti para magkaroon kayo ng transition. Ready? Okay. I will start with Negros Occidental kasi nauna siyang pumasok. Kasi si Kuya parang nagra-rush pa siya. Relax ka muna dyan, Kuya Joseph. Okay?
Wow. Relax muna.
Sige, Kuya. Ganyan-ganyan muna tayo. Pwede ka, mag-tiktok ka muna dyan while waiting for us.
Wow.
Kuya Arjun.
Yes, Doc.
Smile, Kuya, ha? Kailangan ng smile, Kuya. Yes.
Smile.
Laging nakasmile. Kahit hindi alam yung sagot, mag-smile lang din tayo. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's be serious this time. 30 seconds is the one that matters most. So direct to the point kayo. Okay, from Mr. From Mr. Paul Badana. Okay, here's the question. When is the right time to speak? And when is the right time to listen? Kuya Arjun?
Okay. For me, the right time to speak is when you know the situations, when you know the real situations, because you cannot speak all the time. You have to listen first, what other parties going to tell you, and also the right time for me to listen is to understand things. You have to understand things first. You have to listen, and then after that, you can have some conversations or any talkings with the other party.
Halata, Kuya, na negosyante ka.
Thank you.
Thank you for that answer, Kuya.
Yes.
Kuya Migs, would you like to react to that or answer that question? What is the right time to speak and what is the right time to listen? Tanong ni Kuya Junel Garcia. Naku, nag-snow sa kay Kuya. Kuya, we cannot hear you, Kuya. Naku, nag-snow sa kay Kuya, nag-freeze siya. Oh, ayan. Hala. Sayang. Okay, Kuya. Kinagat na ni Kuya yung wire ng ano niya. Kuya, nakamute ka po. Okay, while waiting for Kuya na maglabas ang boses niya.
Hello.
There you
When the
are.
right time to speak is for me, the right time to listen is you want to words. The right time to speak is to be useful to others, and the right time to listen is to want to learn something new. I'm audible po ba?
Naririnig ka na namin ngayon. Thank you, Kuya. Okay, you
Sorry.
stay there. It's okay, Kuya. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's all right. Try to relax. Are you okay? Relax
Yes,
ka lang.
I'm good. I'm fine po.
All right, let's move on. Do not mute your mics now, okay? Okay, next question po, Dras. Kuya Migs, this is your official question, okay? The 30 seconds of your answer is the one that matters most. So direct to the answer ka, ha? Wag mo nang i-repeat yung question ko para hindi magbawas sa oras nyo. This is a reminder for all the candidates. Do not repeat the question. Okay, so here's the question, Kuya Migs. How does freedom of speech affect social media? And what is the impact of social media, especially to the youth? This is coming from Mark. How does freedom of speech affect social media? What is the impact of social media, especially to the youth? Kuya?
For me po, it's very important po the social of the speech. The freedom of speech and on social media, because social media is the one of the powerful tools. Kumbaga ganun, kailangan po natin ng freedom of speech talaga. Kumbaga, it's very important to everyone since we're facing a pandemic and fighting COVID-19. So the freedom of speech will be kailangan talaga sa social media, because social media is a very powerful platform po.
Thank you for that, Kuya. Kuya Arjon, would you like to answer the question?
Yep. For me, freedom of speech has its positive and negative impact, especially in our lives. And social media affects to the youth. It can be useful as long as we do it as a tool, especially in a nice way, for in any platforms you can do it.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. Hinga malalim.
Okay.
Gusto ko kayo aliw-aliwin kasi halata.
Alert.
Oo. Kung pwede palang kumanta tayo ng kumanta, no, para medyo kumalma ng konti. Pero kasi ang dami nating viewers na nagbabato ng questions. So, Kuya, this is your second question. Kuya Arjon. Okay.
Yes po.
Coming from Paul Badana. If ever you'll win the first ever hari ng Pilipinas, how will you uplift the eco-tourism industry of the Philippines amidst this pandemic?
Okay, if I'll win the first hari ng Pilipinas, of course I will promote the tourism here in our country, because I know that Philippines has more something to give, especially in a very nice places, beaches, mountains, or anywhere in the Philippines. So we should be promoted. I can promote it. and use my influence also in social media and as a hari ng Pilipinas.
Oh, tandaan mo yan, kuya, ha? Kay may sisingit akong tanong sa iyo mamaya.
Sige po.
Okay, thank you, kuya. Kuya Mix, would you like to answer that question?
Yeah, yeah. For me, I will promote the ecotourism of the Philippines, uplifting the ecotourism of the Philippines. So, because for now, because we're focusing right now on a pandemic, kasi of course, di ba sinasabi ko nga kanina, we're fighting COVID-19. So, for now, parang deadly talaga yung ang tourism ngayon. So, for afflicting po talaga, for me, I afflicting, kumbaga, isusulong ko talaga yung turismo because sa ngayon kasi patay niyo yung mga yung tourism kasi we're facing pandemic po.
Okay, thank you for that, kuya. Now, Dra, let him stay sa ano, ha? Kasi the next question is for you, Kuya Migs, ha? Question. Dras, bigyan nyo kami ng question, yung nakakakaba. Okay, Kuya Migs, this is for you. Kuya Migs, Dras. Kuya Migs, this question is coming from Jason Tan Huakyo. Okay. What can you say about the ongoing crisis in the world and the country is facing today? How do you think, in your own little way, should you help handle the situation? So, in your own little way, ha, wag na tayo munang pumunta ng mga national coverage. Diyan lang muna sa community nyo. So, ano daw magagawa nyo sa ongoing crisis ng country natin? Anong magawa mo in your own little way? Kuya Migs?
For me, it's worth everyone is struggling because I'm audible. It's worse because we're struggling right now because we're facing pandemic. And for me, and to help only way to help people by promoting my advocacies, which is public health education.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. Kuya Arjun, would you like to answer the question?
Yes, okay po. The ongoing crisis happening now in the world is very challenging for us. And I think in my own little ways, I can help giving what I have. You know, just like for example before, I'm giving some donations, money donations for the community pantry in Binalbagan, Negros Occidental, which I grew up. It's my hometown. And ayun, and of course, following health protocols so that we can fight this pandemic.
All right. Thank you for that, Kuya. Oh, now we will be in our last round. Dras? Okay, we have question, Kuya Arjun. This is for you, ha? From Nicole Espirito Adiher. COVID-19 is a bacteria or virus that came from human. But do you agree that our environment is or could have caused this disease? Why or why not?
For me, I think the environment is a big factor of this kind of pandemic, especially the COVID-19, because we should have to clean our surroundings. You know, virus and bacteria are everywhere, so we should start it first in ourselves. If we are clean, if we know how to clean our surroundings, washing our hands, you know, I think we can fight this pandemic and we can maano pa natin yung sarili, maiiwasan pa natin yung mga ibang sakit.
Oo, at palaala lang sa mga tao, hindi lang po tayo maghuhugas ng kamay. Maligo po tayo araw-araw. Tatlong beses sa isang araw, okay? Naka-emphasize lang ang paghuhugas at pag-sanitize ng kamay, lalo na pag nasa labas tayo. Okay? But every day, take a bath. Para ma-refresh din ang mga isip natin, we will see the positivity of what's going on around us. Thank you for that, Kuya.
Thank you.
Okay. That was the last round for Kuya Arjon. Balik tayo kay Kuya Mix for his last question. Dras, pahirapan ba
Hello.
natin si Kuya Mix?
Yeah. For me, because coronavirus is a biological of a human-made virus. For me, what's the question again? Sorry.
Dras,
Hello. Can you?
the question is, COVID-19 is a virus that came from human, but do you agree that our environment could be the cause of this disease? Why or why not?
For me, is coronavirus is a human-made. So for me, it's a man-made virus. It's a biological virus that boosts the current environment status that we have. So about that, that's it. Well,
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya, just to remind you, okay, so you can express your answer properly or ma-express nyo yung sarili nyo, you can use the medium English or Tagalog. Di lang pwede tayo sa dialect natin kasi nga kailangan, ang majority kasi ng viewers natin, mas nakakaintindi sila sa English or Tagalog. Okay? So, I need you to answer sa kung saan kayo mas komportable.
Comfortable.
Yes. Okay, galing kay Pageantology Police. Oh, nagsusubaybay din ito sa inyo, ha? Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Okay, as Eco Warrior, how will you promote to protect the environment? Kuya Migs? Kuya Migs, this question is for you. This is your last question. As Eco Warrior, how will you promote to protect the environment? Nag-snow kina Kuya.
hello. Can you? Hello
Yes.
po.
We can hear you.
Sorry, I'm audible ba?
Yes po.
Hello.
Naririnig po namin kayo.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello
yes po.
Yeah. What is the question again? Sorry.
As Eco Warrior, how will you promote to protect the environment?
Sorry, I will protect the environment. Aspect toward I think they will protect the environment. Hello? Hello.
Sige po, naririnig po namin kayo. Go on, Kuya. Nawala na si Kuya sa kanyang final question. Kuya Arjon, would you like to answer the question?
Yeah, sige po. As a eco-warrior, of course, I will start it first within myself. I have to show to other people or use my influence to, to clean the surroundings. I can do some program na naglilinis, nagtatanim ng mga halaman, ng mga puno. Kasi environment is very important for me. Kahit sa atin, sa lahat. So we should protect it, and we should tell to others that this is something important for us. Ayun po.
Thank you, Kuya. So as an Eco Warrior, may tanong ako, Kuya. Did it ever occur to your mind or cross to your mind na yung gagamitin yung mga costume is recycle?
Yes po, actually ako, before Doc, since when I was in elementary, I am a very creative person. So I use recycled na mga gamit, especially in doing some lanterns before or costumes. So that's my ganun din, iniisip ko yun actually. Siyempre to help the environment or
Diba?
Oo.
I mean, basura na nga, may mabasura din siya later on. But siguro it's that hindi siya naging basura kaagad na naitapon. Pinatay natin siya gamitin, like i-overuse natin siya bago siya magiging product of source sa ating kapaligiran. Oh,
Yes,
ready na
yes,
si
yes,
Kuya.
yes.
Thank you, Kuya. Ready na,
Yes
Kuya
po.
Mi? All right,
Okay na
Kuya.
po.
All right. The
For
question,
me, question.
yes.
Alright. Okay, alright. So go on. Go ahead.
Sige po. The question for you is, Eco Warrior, as Eco Warrior, how will you promote to protect the environment?
Alright, so for me, a step to a healthier environment to take active participation of both of the community. The environment as a simple as teaching proper garbage or disposal and to rethink, reduce, reuse, and recycle. As respect, um, we can address the issue of the plastics, and that's polluting our seas and rivers. That's all. Pa.
Okay, thank you for that, Kuya. All right. So, while waiting for the others, for the next batch, so kwentuhan muna tayo. Ay, ready na pala. No, sayang.
No time.
Oo, parang kulang. Request naman kami, 3 oras every episode. Joke lang. Alam ko marami kayong dapat gawin at i-prepare. But alam mo yon, parang kulang yung pagkakikilala, yung chance na makilala namin kayo. Okay, so Kuya, we are the last few minutes of our episode. I'm really sorry to say this. I want more time sana, di ba? Kasi kakanta pa sana si Kuya, pwede pang sumayaw si Kuya to show your other side. Hindi lang yung
Other side.
question and answer, di ba? Kailangan ng isang hari ng Pilipinas title holder should be someone na alam niya halos lahat gawin, di ba? Okay, Kuya,
Yes.
in your own dialect or in Tagalog or in English, magpasalamat at bumati kayo at maghikayat kayo, mag-invite kayo sa inyong mga followers and soon to be followers na sa inyong journey towards Hari ng Pilipinas title. Let's start from Kuya Migs.
Hello guys, ako galit si Joseph Ribadomia. Tani supportahan niyo ako. Mga Ilonggo ga hangyo dito sa inyong tanan niya. Supportahan niyo ko sa ako niya palakaton sa Hari ng Pilipinas. That's all.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya Arjur?
Ayun, ginapanawagan ko sa tanan nga mga suporta sa mga kakilala ko, especially sa Negros Occidental, na suportahan ko sa journey diri sa Hari ng Pilipinas. Kag syempre, don't forget to follow and like yung Hari ng Pilipinas para at least meron kayong more updates sa mga happenings ng pageant. At syempre, para makita nyo din ako doon. Ayun po. Thank you.
Thank you. Salamat, Kuya. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
And inshallah, in the future, magkita-kita tayo in person. Huwag niyo ako kalimutan, no?
Yes,
Yes
po.
naman.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck, guys, sa inyong preparation. And sana makita natin yung mga reduce, recycle, and reuse. Okay? Lagi natin tandaan yan. Kasi nag-a-advocate po yung ibang tao, pero wala naman tayong nakikita sa kilos nila. So parang Doc Harlick is very, napaka-specific ng mga questions niya. Parang dinidiin niya yung mga gusto niyang mangyayari na galing sa isang hari ng Pilipinas. You should be an example of your advocacy. Hindi lang po tayo nag-a-advocate, tapos wala sa gawa natin. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Actions speak louder than words. Okay, good luck. I hope to see you on stage. Nasisigaw ng Hari ng Pilipinas. Bye, guys. Have a nice day. Okay. Natapos din sila. Sayang. Sana magkaroon pa tayo ng episode na lahat sila nandyan tapos mag-lawyer question and answer sila. Mag-iinitan. Ang daming matatalinong candidates sa Hari ng Pilipinas. Okay, now let's move on to our next episode that we will have Batanes. Ay, si Mr. Binget ang sumipot. Hello, Kuya Arthur. How are you? Oh, ang ganda ng...
Okay naman po.
Kuya, tinalo naman niya ang buhok ko. Kuya, tingin ka sa camera, kuya, para
Parang
makita
talaga
namin yung gwapong itsura, kuya. Bakit nakayuko ka, kuya? Yan, oh. Sige, ngiti, kuya, batiin mo sila in Tagalog and then in your dialect also.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon po sa lahat. Good afternoon po sa lahat ng nanonood. Ako po si Arthur Soriano Jr., hari ng Pilipinas Benguet. Ayun. Good po sa ating lahat. Kahit maulan po dito sa amin.
Maulan kay kuya. Delikado din to si kuya mag-freeze anytime dyan. Sana naman hindi. Kuya, pabati naman sa sarili niyong salita para marinig namin ng mga hindi pa nakapunta ng Benguet.
Sige po, Dok. Yung gagamitin ko po na dialect is Kankanai po. Kasi 3 po ata yung dialect dito sa amin. So, yun po yung nakasanayan ko. Mayat ay masdam ta ko amin. Sa akin si Arthur Soriano Jr., sa akin ni Representative di Hari ng Pilipinas Benguet. Yun. Mayat ay masdam ta ko amin.
Smiling si Kuya. I-try ko nga ito si Kuya kung gaano ko mag-smile si Kuya. Kinakabahan si Kuya pero nakasmile. Magaling! Magaling ka mag-deal ng kaba, Kuya. Okay, Kuya, can you tell us more about yourself? Nag-aaral ka ba?
Nag-aaral po ako ngayon, Doc, sa Benguet State University. 4th year student po ako ng Bachelor of Science in Development Communication, major po ng Developmentism. At sa ngayon po, habang nag-ano po ng class, nagtatrabaho din po ako as fitness instructor sa gym po dito sa amin sa La Trinidad, Benguet po.
Maganda yung ano
Same
ni
time,
Kuya.
I'm also an isa din po akong amateur boxer.
Talaga, Kuya. Sige nga, pasampol ng punch mo, Kuya. Pasilip. Pakita mo sa mga followers mo. Sige nga, ano yung ideal punch mo, Kuya? Bago natin i-introduce si Mr. Batanes. Ganon? Wala ka, Kuya. Karatista din kaya ako. Sino kayang manalo sa atin? Ikaw na boksingero o akong karatista? Kung magharap tayo sa ring.
Kasi wala po.
Nagpatalo ka agad si Kuya. Huwag ka magpatalo, Kuya. Okay, thank you, Kuya Arthur. Okay, now i-introduce ko naman si Mr. Batanes. He's ready for us. Hello, Kuya Isron.
Good afternoon.
How are you? Naku, yung mga itak
I'm
mo.
good po.
Kuya, introduce yourself sa Tagalog at saka sa dialect mo.
Yep.
Go, Kuya.
Kapian tapano Diyos, sinacho bukas yaken si Erzon Simon Kapuntasan nga mangirepresentaken ni Mrakura Kudu Ivana Batanes. Gusto ko pong batiin yung mga nanonood, yung mga fans and followers ko po. And as well kay Doc Harley Serras and to my fabulous director, Ma'am Joybel Portabes. Same with sa manager ko po and handler, si Sir Maxi and kay Sir Prime Aji.
Thank you, Kuya. Kinakabahan ba?
Opo.
Oo, natural lang yun.
Slight po.
Ano yan, hindi yan kaba ng takot, kaba ng excitement. Dapat positive tayo, di ba? Laging positive ang ilagay sa isip para laging bata looking. Bawal tumanda. Age lang, pwede siya mag-increase. Pero yung tsura natin, kailangan, medyo bata. Ibig sabihin, pag bata looking ka, positive ang pananaw lagi sa buhay. Okay? Gaya ng Hari ng Pilipinas, it's not an easy journey to get that title. Marami kayong mga like this kind of moment na parang ayaw mo nang tumuloy kasi ang daming hirapan na gagawin. But this is part of the journey para magiging maganda siyang memory, di ba? Okay. Meron kang fans dito, Kuya. From Freddy Manibog Balaan. Go, Mr. Batanes. Nasaan ang fans? Meron kay Laban Benguet, SJ Zausa. Oh, marami kayong Kuya, don't forget, okay? Because your competition and the sharing of your profile video in YouTube is part of your grading. Para doon,
Yes po.
grading parang nasa school. Nanay talaga. Party po siya ng pag-angat nyo para doon sa 32 candidates na lalaban sa preliminary. So continue to share, repost yung videos nyo, invite people to like and subscribe the Hari ng Pilipinas YouTube channel at saka sa IG and Facebook para makikita nila yung journey ninyong lahat at malaman nila kung sino ang susuportaan nila. All right. Let's have the first question. Uunahin ko si Mr. Binget. Or gusto niyo mag-jack and poy, sinong unahin kong tawagin? Sige na, pareho lang naman yun, di ba? Prepared naman kayo kasi nakapag-gel kayo. Oh, ang gaganda ng mga buhok nila. Oh, ito si Kuya, medyo spiky. Yung kay Kuya talagang nakaganon talaga. Oh, walang stormy moment. All right. We have the first question from Mr. Binget. Oh, Kuya, relax. Shake your shoulder, Kuya. Okay. Pag sumasagot kayo sa akin, kahit ano lang ito, kailangan nakasmile. Pretend you're on stage. Okay? Para masanay tayo, Kuya. Parte ito ng practice natin. Okay, Hari ng Pilipinas has a question for you. Canceling individuals who have wronged a person or group has become in social media platforms. There have been a lot of famous influencers and celebrities who have been canceled out for who they are in the same situation, being canceled out by people around you. How will you deal with them? Kaya Binget?
Okay.
That's your first official question, Kuya, ha? The 30 seconds of your answer is the most important kasi yan yung papakinggan ng judges. Alright? Parang nag-freeze si Kuya.
Opo.
Ready, Kuya? Your time starts now.
Opo. Okay, yung opinion ko ba about po sa canceling and yan sa mga famous influencers or sa mga tao na ganyan. Sa tingin ko po, wag na lang po natin, kung sakali, for example, ayaw natin sila, kung sino man sila. So, sa tingin ko, bilang isang tao, ito na lang po natin and wag na lang. Ang best po na pwede natin gawin is maybe inform them na merong mali or kung ayaw po talaga natin sa kanila personally, pwede naman po siguro natin silang na lang. Wag na lang po natin pansinin. Pero ayun po yung opinion ko, Doc.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. Nakangiti pa rin si Kuya. Ngiti, Kuya. Ngiti lang. Okay. Kuya Izron, would you like to answer that question?
Yes po. Of course. I want to give my opinion as well, Doc. Doc, can you repeat the question kasi hindi ko po makita?
Canceling individuals who have wronged a person or group has become a social media platform. There have been a lot of famous influencers and celebrities who have been canceled out for who they are in the same situation, being canceled out by people around you. How will you deal with them?
I'll start it with the word influence or influencer, because a lot of people are doing some content or vlogs already, and there is what we call individual differences. Like if someone will be showing their content, some people complain, some people praise about it. So for me as a viewer, it's like it's better for me to educate them because it's their content. They have their freedom to post anything as long as it is good in the eyes of others.
Okay, thank you for that, Kuya. Kasi magkaiba ng opinion, magkaiba ng pananaw. Minsan para sa atin mali, sa kanila tama yon. we
Correct
have
po.
different views in life. So we need
Yes
to
po.
respect. And tama nga yung sinasabi niyong dalawa na pagsabihan na lang natin in a nice way para walang dagdag gulo. All right. Thank you, Kuyas. So the next question is for you, Kuya Ezron. This is your official question from Marcos Antonios. You know Marcos? I always read his
Mm,
name. I love this guy. He's always with us.
Tama po namin.
For Hari ng Pilipinas, Tarlac. Oh.
Fellow candidate po.
Okay, fellow candidate. Hello, Kuya. Good luck din sa iyo, Kuya Marcos. Okay, Kuya Izron, this question is for you. Remember, the 30 seconds is the one that matters most. Okay? What
Okay.
does self-esteem mean to you, and why is it important to have it? What does self-esteem mean to you, and why is it important to have it? Nako, kailangan nyo talaga to.
Being a candidate of any contest should have that self-esteem, or in a simple way, like confidence. Because if you have that self-esteem, you are confident to face, or you are confident to show your potential to the audience, to the judge and others, and it will uplift you to your achievements and to your goals. And that's the importance of having a self-esteem.
Okay, thank you, Kuya.
Yun po.
Mr. Arthur? Serious mo ito si Kuya pag nasa behind. Okay, Kuya. What does self-esteem mean to you, and why is it important to have it?
Ayun, I totally agree with Mr. Batanes kasi ang esteem po kasi yun yung parang magiging last me para sa akin. Yun yung magtutulak sa iyo para i-break yung barrier na nakakasagabal sa iyo para ma-achieve mo yung goal mo. Ayun po. Kasi yun po yung yun po yung parang factor na isa sa mga importanteng factor para may matalo po or ma-overcome yung challenges. Ayun po, Doc.
Okay, thank you for that, Kuya. O sa mga nanonood dyan sa atin, pakinggan nyo yung mga sagot nila. May matutunan din tayo sa kanila. Oh, my greetings po, Dr. Cheryl Ann. Pa-shout out po. Good afternoon. Norman Despi. Hello, Norman. Kumusta ka dyan? Salamat sa subaybay sa amin. Okay, now next question for Mr. Arthur. This is your second official question. Hala, kailangan kayo mga candidates na nakikinig dyan, ha? Current events. Okay, with the 2022 presidential election fast approaching, what kind of a leader, anong character niya should the Filipino people look for?
Para sa akin po yung leader po yung dapat po na leader na magli-lead po sa atin is yung listener po siya, yung nakikinig siya sa tao, yung marunong po siyang makipag-communicate sa mga tao kasi doon po manggagaling, para sa akin doon po manggagaling yung kung ano po yung i-act ng isang leader. Base po yun sa pangangailangan ng taong kanyang nasaskupan or sa lahat ng tao. So, I think ayun po yung para sa akin yung pinaka-importante na tagline ng isang leader. Ayun.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya Ezron, would you like to answer the question? With the 2022 presidential election fast approaching, yes, what kind of a leader, what character should the Filipino people look for?
As a youth leader and as a SK chairman, I'm into their good platform, good educational background, and most especially a leader who can be the voice, and a leader who knows how to listen to his people. And as well, I'm into a leader that has experience.
Mhm. Good point. Thank you for that answer. Oh, hindi lang, huwag tayong maghanap ng gwapong mayor or gwapong presidente tapos wala palang alam. Okay lang yung gwapo, may alam, nag-aral, 'di ba? Kasi importante 'yun kung paano mo i-deal legally yung mga pangyayari sa palibot mo. Oh, kailangan yung mga constituent mo, 'yun ang mga importanteng pag-aalagaan mo. Tama ba yung Tagalog ko? I'm trying my Tagalog. Okay. So, Kuya Ezron, you will have your next official question. This is coming from Kevin Escupel. You know him? Is he one of the Hari ng Pilipinas candidates?
Yes po. I think he's one of the Tibo Marunong or Marangal.
Hello, Kuya Kevin. Good luck din sa'yo, Kuya. Okay, here's the question. Kuya Ezron, this is your second official question. Okay? If you see your 6 years old self in front of the mirror, what would you like to say and why?
In the mirror, if you see it. I would like to I would like to reminisce on what happened to me if I will face myself in the mirror like a 6 years old boy. Well, I want to realize, think about what I've become right now. What achievements did I achieve? What goals is still in my mind, and what other wish that I want to achieve still.
Okay, thank you, Kuya.
Opo.
Napipicture out mo pa yung 6-year-old face mo, Kuya?
Nog-nog pa nga ako po nun.
O diba, maganda tingnan yung mga dating picture natin.
Opo.
At saka yung nangyayari na ngayon. Oh, diba? So, ibig sabihin, nagiging positive tayo sa buhay kasi medyo hindi na tayo nog-nog ngayon. Pumuti-puti na. Okay. Kuya Arthur, would you like to answer that question? Kung makikita mo yung sarili mo na 6-year-old sa mirror, anong sasabihin mo sa kanya at bakit yun ang sasabihin mo sa kanya?
Siguro po, Doc, yung sasabihin ko po sa 6 years old na sarili ko is, wag kang matakot magkamali. Wag kang matakot madapa. Ganun. Kasi mahirap ang buhay. Pero, yun yung mga bagay na mapapalakas sa'yo. Ayun. Yun lang po.
Kuya Arthur, natutuwa ka ba na nakita mo yung sarili mo sa mirror, yung 6-year-old version mo? Parang ang yung Kuya, naiiyak si Kuya. I think he has a story to tell. Parang meron siyang story. Naku, parang gusto ko siyang i-guess somewhere. Tanungin ko yung kwento ng buhay niya. Yeah, I think every one of us has meron tayong mga kwentong mga bata, di ba? Na nagbibigay ng inspirasyon sa atin. And somehow, someday, at this time, ito na yung someday, na na-achieve natin yung mga akalain nating hindi mabigyan ng chance na dadating pala siya sa buhay natin. So, wag lang kayo mawala ng pag-asa. Okay, Kuya? Lahat ng pangarap natin mapupunta sa atin at the right time, at the right moment. So, wag lang magmadali. Kasi pag madaliin natin, baka hindi tayo ready, hindi natin ma-enjoy. The most important thing is for that goal, pag dumating siya sa buhay natin na ma-achieve siya, is ma-enjoy natin every moment. Isa-isa lang. Para mabigyan natin ng, malanghap sarap. Okay. Now, balik tayo kay Kuya Arthur para hindi na siya iyak. Wala ba kayong question dyan na nagpapatawa? Kasi kailangan natin i-break tong iyak moment ni Kuya Arthur. No, that Dras. I'm for Kuya Arthur, third's final question. Kuya Arthur, this is for you. This is from Hari ng Pilipinas. If there is a possibility to change something from
It's
your
11
past,
o'clock.
what is it and why? Kung meron ka daw chance na baguhin yung mga nangyari before sa buhay mo, ano yon at bakit? Pwede kang magsagot, Kuya, with feelings. Okay sa amin yon.
Sa Sa tingin ko po, Doc, kung mabibigyan po ako ng opportunity na ganyan po, sa tingin ko, wala po akong papalitan kasi sa kahit ano man pong nangyari sa past is I think yun po yung naging fuel or naging lakas ko para po maharap yung mga paparating po na challenges sa akin. Ayun po. Yun kung ano man po yung mga pagkakamali ko, syempre nung parang bata pa po ako, sabi ko, kung mabibigyan ako ng chance na ganyan, may papalitan talaga ako. Pero as I mature, parang naisip ko na okay din pala na magkamali. Ayun po. Kasi yun talaga yung magpapalakas sa'yo. Ayun po. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya. Oy, nakangiti na siya. Oh, very good. Gusto ko yung ngiti, Kuya. Okay, now, Kuya Ezra, would you like to answer that question?
Yes
If
po.
there is a possibility to change something from your past, ano yon at bakit?
Okay, if I'll be given the chance to change something from the past, I would not change anything because I am made because of me, and I am made from all those rejections, those mistakes, and those rejections and mistakes made me from who I am. And here I am, being part of this contest or this pageant, which is the Hari ng Pilipinas. Yun po. And I'm so
Diba?
proud of it.
We are so proud of ourselves. Yun
Yes
ang
po.
dapat, di ba? Kasi sa lahat ng pinagdaanan natin sa buhay, nakarating tayo ngayon kung nasaan man tayo. Wait, ano lang kasi yan depende yan sa tao. Parang ako, hindi ko pinangarap na sobrang yaman. So, para sa akin, ito na yung masayang buhay ko, di ba? But other people,
Opo.
they look at me, bakit hindi siya sobrang yaman? Di ba doktora siya, dapat malaki yung bahay niya, marami siyang kotse. Pero hindi kasi yun ang pangarap ko. So, it's
Opo.
more about yourself. So, kung ano man yung nangyari sa life natin, it has brought us to where we are now. It became a path na nagiging kasali kayo ngayon sa Hari ng Pilipinas, di ba? Kalain nyo, nagiging parte kayo ng virtual na interview na to na maraming nanonood sa inyo and you are part of the first ever Hari ng Pilipinas at malay nyo kayo ang magbitbit ng crown. Pero hindi kasi yun pwede hatiin. Isa lang ang dapat magbitbit kayo, ayusin nyo. Lagi lahat ng preparation, ha? Okay?
Opo.
All right.
Yes po, Doc.
So, Dras, I need the last and final question for Mr. Izron. Oh, galing kay Kevin. Si Kevin, mag-ingat dito kay Kevin. Kay very active siya, oh. Tatalunin kayo kay Kevin sa question and answer. Okay, Kuya Ezron. This is coming from Kevin. I think he's one of the Hari ng Pilipinas candidate and he's like ready. Oh, naka-ready siya lagi ng mga questions. Okay, standards define the choices of a person. In relation to this, what do you think is the reason why Filipinos has a high standard when it comes to choosing a representative for an international pageant rather than choosing our political leaders? Kuya Izron, standards define the choices of a person. In relation to that, what do you think is the reason why Filipinos has high standard when it comes to choosing a representative for an international pageant rather than choosing our political leaders?
As a Filipino or Filipino culture and tradition regarding with joining pageants or international pageants, we should hit the standard. Like we do not present or represent. We do not only represent our hometown. We do not only represent our name, but we represent our pride. We represent the Philippines, and Filipinos are very competitive. It runs in our blood to keep on winning. So it is better for you to keep the standards. It is better for you to bring home the crown because you have the standard for being a true model or to be competed in international pageant.
Yes, thank you, Kuya. Kuya Arthur, would you like to answer this question?
Yung sa tingin ko po mataas po yung standard ng mga tao sa pagpili ng representative natin sa international pageants kasi yun nga hindi po may kakaila sa atin na palaban po talaga tayo, and at the same time sa tingin ko lang meron yung ano na gusto nating i-please or gusto nating i-impress yung mga dayuhan, ganun po yung opinion ko na ano. And regarding po sa yun lang po.
Si Kuya biglang umatras. Okay naman mag-express ng opinion mo, Kuya. Possible na maraming mga tao na gustong sabihin yung kagaya ng sinabi mo pero wala silang guts na sabihin. Sabihin mo na. Makikinig kami sa anong sasabihin mo. Oh, wala na. Baka maiyak kasi si Kuya. Feeling ko may ikakaiyak to, Kuya. Huwag kang makidrama sa akin, Kuya. Okay, guys. Bigyan ko muna kayo ng chance na batiin yung mga supporters nyo. At don't forget to remind them to like, subscribe, and check yung mga individual profile nyo na sa YouTube. You have to keep sharing it and reposting it kasi kasama yun sa judging points nyo. Kuya, let's start from Kuya Izron and then Kuya Arthur after that.
Okay po. First, it's our pleasure to be part of this this pageant, and as well, ma'am, for meeting you virtual or online, Dr. Cheryl. And for our fans, followers, please do support us or support me with this Hari ng Pilipinas. And kindly support our page as well, like, subscribe, and kindly view or watch my intro video that was uploaded in YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya. Kuya Arthur?
Ayun, inaanyayahan ko po lahat para na supportahan po kami sa siguradong maganda at masaya po yung pageant na to. And supportahan po yung bawat isa sa amin, i-paki-view po or follow yung YouTube channel namin and Instagram, and as well as yung mga video po namin. Huwag niyo pong kakalimutang i-like and i-share. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kuya. Okay.
And nice meeting you too, bro, as well. Arthur.
Yeah.
Sana magka-session tayo sa gym soon.
Oo nga eh.
Oh, mag-prepare kayo, ha?
Opo.
Oy, Kuya Arthur, meron kang bumati dito si Niel Olida. Sabi niya, nahuli ako, pari Arthur. Oh, ayan oh.
Gym buddy ko po yan, gym buddy ko po.
Oo, gym buddy.
Oy, gym buddy ha. Help mo din si Kuya na pag-workout mo siya na huwag magalaw yung hair niya. Oh, meron kay Kuris Siloy or Kiloy? Siloy, go Ace. O, sino yung
Ako po, yun po yung tawag sa akin ng mga friends ko po. Thank you.
Kuya, ngitian mo naman yung mga followers mo. Hello kay Norman Despi. Go Arthur Soriano. Sabi ni Gons. Great.
Thank you.
Oh, tamo, maraming followers. Si Kuya Isron, meron ba dito? Norman Despi, salamat. Lovely host na
dito.
Thank you, Kuya. Pwede pa ba akong magbato ng question sa inyo? Okay lang sa inyo, guys?
Okay daw po.
Oo, practice kayo. Wala namang mali. Walang kasi sariling opinion nyo. How you think of
Yes po.
Kanya-kanya, respeto tayo sa mga opinion ng ibang tao. Kung hindi natin ikakamatay, okay lang yun. Okay, guys. May question ako. Kasi Hari ng Pilipinas is a male pageant, right?
Opo.
So, itatanong ko sa inyo, would you advocate for a woman issue? Mag-advocate ba kayo? Would you be an advocate for a woman? Like kagaya ng may humabol ng kagaya ng, kasi wala akong napapansin, okay, because I'm a breast cancer survivor. Ang question ko lang is, kayo as a person or kayo as a candidate, mag-advocate ba kayo to support women who has breast cancer?
For me,
Guys,
yes po, based on my experience when I was in a BPO company po, we do have that event which is to advocate or to support those women who have breast cancer. What we do is for us to like in a simple way and how to motivate them and how to help them and as well and how to make them happy regardless on what they have or what they are facing right now po. That's how we do it.
okay, thank you. How about you, Kuya Arthur?
I agree with Erzon kasi wala naman po siguro mawawala sa atin kung alam mo yun, kung tulungan natin ng ibang tao na may kinakaharap din sa buhay, ganun. So pwede po siguro na mag-advocate ng ganyan kasi or kahit hindi advocate pero pwede naman siguro nating makipag-participate sa mga simple ways, ayun, makipag-participate sa mga programs na regarding po sa sa pag-uplift or sa pagaya nga po ng mga ng breast cancer, ganun po.
Thank you, Kuya. Biglang nanlambot si Kuya Ezron. No, I was just asking this, guys, because as I journeyed my own cancer journey ko, I went into an FB page. Nakita ko po na I have the privilege lang ako na nagkaroon ako ng pang treatment ko. So walang naging problema sa side ko. Ang inaano ko is yung mga tao na walang-wala. So I was thinking of like asking this question, baka it will open a way na
Charity.
ma-awaken yung ibang tao na bigyan sila na masilip nyo sila. Kasi they're in need po, the cancer patients po, masyado siyang mahal, magastos. So,
Yes,
we wish na sana, kung ano man, kung sino man, na masilip sila at mabigyan ng chance na mailapit po sila para matulungan sila financially. So, in a little way, pwede natin malantan yung lives nila. Okay? So, we have a visitor. Ha ha ha. Akala nyo nakalusot na kayong dalawa, no? Hindi, walang score ito. Usap-usapan lang, chika-chika lang. Okay? So, I would like to welcome Levi from Northern Samar.
Hi, I'm back.
HNP.
Hala, kilala ko yan siya.
Hello.
Bakit ka si Rizal nandito ngayon?
Na-nosebleed ako. Kanina pa ako sa backstage.
What's up, Levi?
Sige.
Hi,
Anong
guys.
namin dito?
Hello.
Sige, magbatian kayong tatlo.
Okay, so I have here a question for Binget. So, hi ng Pilipinas, Binget. Here's my question for you. It's just a very simple question, but I really would like to know your ideas and thoughts about this. Okay, so if ever you will gonna be creating a new law for our nation, what is it and why? And kindly please answer it briefly. Thank you.
This is not part of the judging, ha? Share lang ng opinion.
Oh, share lang. Walang seryoso.
Hirap ng siguro hirap pa.
Well, nag-iisip si Kuya Arthur. Baka pwedeng si Kuya Ezron sumagot?
Yeah, sure. Of course, pwede naman. How about Atanes? Erzon, do you have any idea or any insight?
Repeat mo yung question, Kuya.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. If you will gonna be creating a law for the Philippines, what is it and why? Kindly please answer it briefly. Thank you.
Yeah. In creating or in submitting a law is very briefly, since for me, I can say that it needs to be reviewed well or to do some research. And for me, I can answer or I can provide any law right now because uh, I need to study first or I need to do some research first before I provide or before I disclose any law. That's for me. Yeah, that's my opinion on only.
Okay lang yun,
Thank
kuya.
you.
Yeah.
Magaling. Tama
Oh,
naman. 'Di ba, Doc? Tama naman. So, of course, you really need to do some background check and study for
yeah,
it before jumping into conclusion in creating laws. That's why most of the politicians right now are studying
correct.
before creating any laws, and that should be pushed through to the Senate before approval. So I totally agree with Batanes person for that. Doc,
Thank you.
Doc Cheryl, meron ka pa ba?
Gusto ko lang sila ipa-relax na and we have to say goodbye to our candidates Hari ng Pilipinas from Batanes and Benguet para makapag-prepare na sila sa kanilang mga costume dyan, mga
Okay po.
research
Yes.
days and all, and have
Okay.
family time. So we thank you guys for being with us today and for joining Hari ng Pilipinas competition. And I wish you well and please do prepare sa inyong mga challenges. Kasi this
Thank
will be
you.
the one that will bring you up to the next level, okay? Do more research
Yes,
and have that confidence. Kuya Arthur, sabi mo, boksingero ka. Dapat ipapakita mo yung confidence mo, ha? Pag nandun ka sa stage. Kailangan ganyan. Di ba, Kuya Jose Rizal?
Oo, dapat.
Taas nyo!
Dapat.
Huwag yumuko. Okay?
Yes.
Nagbigay ako ng tip bilang nanay nyo. Laging tandaan, ako ang inyong nanay, naglilingkod sa aking mga hari ng Pilipinas na mga anak. Oh, ang dami kong anak, 100. Dadagdagan ko. 107 ang anak ko ngayon. Okay? Good luck mga anak. And
Thank you
please
po.
do your best.
Good luck to all of us, guys.
Thank you sa
good
oras
luck.
nyo. Bye-bye. See you next time. Kuya.
Bigla.
How are you?
Actually, I'm doing fine. And, kakaligo ko lang. Nabigla ako, actually. But I feel blessed that I am here again.
Nice to see you again, Kuya. So, mag-usap-usap
Namiss kita,
tayo.
Doc.
Ako rin. Hindi tayo natapos
Namiss kita.
sa usapan natin, di ba?
Oo, ang saya pa naman nun. I remember those.
Oo.
So, nabitin ako.
So, Kuya, may tanong ako. So far, pinanood mo ba lahat ng episode? I think this is our 5th episode.
Actually, the only episode that I watched is yung ngayon at prior to this episode kasi brand out kanina. So, yun yung problema. Buti nga lang bumalik na. So, thank God, it's okay already. But ang gagaling nila, ha?
Mm-mm. Pero Kuya, so far sa mga napanood mo, wag lang tayong magbanggit ng pangalan. So far, ano mga dapat i-improve ng mga candidates?
So far, the things that they should improve when it comes to virtual interview, example is that dapat hindi masyado malikot and dapat eyes talaga on the camera and please think twice before answering the question and we should make sure to avoid fillers and direct to the point yung answer. Yun po talaga.
Yeah, kasi napapansin ko, kaya lagi kong nire-remind sa ating mga candidates sa mga susunod na episodes, yung mga sasalang sa interview, that when we ask you questions, okay? Kung tinatanong kayo, wag nyo na pong ulitin yung mga words na ginagamit. Or parang, tinanong kita, anong pangalan ko? Ang pangalan ko ay C. So, nag-minus na yun siya ng second sa binigay sa yung 30. So, diretso na, ako si Cheryl Ann. Oh, kasi the question is out there already. So, pag tama yung sinabi ni Kuya Levy na pag-isipan, bago, huminga at sabihin.
Yes, kasi Doc, in my own opinion, kasi it will sounds like it is already monotonous already. When it comes sa debate, parang ganun, deduction na yun sa points as I know. When I am joining debate during college, yun talaga, nakikita ko na may minus points na talaga. So dapat, pwede rin siguro i-apply yun when it comes to interview in different cases, di ba? Yun lang talaga. So wag tayong pa ikot-ikot kasi dapat straightforward talaga yung mga sagot natin. Mahirap
Tsaka
na.
kailangan naka-ready kayo. Pag in-interview kayo sa virtual during your Q&A, sa head-to-head challenge, prepare yourself. Kagaya ni Kuya, banggitin ko lang yung last na lang. Kuya Ezron and Kuya Arthur, gel talaga sila, di ba? Pinaghandaan nila.
Oo
Kasi
nga po.
yan sa presentation nyo. This is about a whole package. Kasi di ba ang hinahanap ni Doc Carly and Dadras is that a whole package of a man representing lahat ng culture, lahat ng hindi man tayo, di ba parang hindi man tayo na, it's not about judging a personality, pero pag isasalag ka kasi sa mga may event, kailangan you look good. Pag ando naman tayo sa farm, pag nasa farm naman tayo, hindi naman pwede tayo naka full makeup or naka, di ba? Or naka boots or whatever, na formang-forma. So, kasi this is a virtual interview, it's part of the judgment or your percentage to level up. So, kailangan paghandaan. Oh, what else, Kuya?
Yes po.
Ay, may babasahin akong bumati sa'yo, Kuya. Si LJ Easy. And Norman Despi. Oh. Meron kang fans dito, Kuya. Nakaabang din sila sa'yo.
Hi, Ma'am Joy.
Oh, Kuya, ano pang mga dapat natin sabihin sa ating mga candidates na i-improve nila during sa head challenge?
The second thing that you should improve when you are going to like a interview, or may I say live interview, for example, you should do a background check about your competitor, and you should also, example, if the topic is all about current events, make sure to do your assignment, because as I observe, there are some, it's already out of the topic. Example, the question is all about politics. Then right after, you will add something about environment. So, I'm very curious, what happened? Parang ganun, parang ano nangyari? Di ba politik yung question, tapos bakit nilagyan ng environment? Ano nangyayari? Parang ganun, So dapat straightforward tayo. Kapag politics lang. Huwag na nating lagyan ng ibang-ibang ano. Kapag sa sa menu or sa luluto, mapapangis na yun, 'di ba? Kapag nilagyan mo ng iba. So yun yung mahirap. Mahirap talaga pag ganun.
Oo, tama po yun ha. Always, di ba, lagi kong nire-remind that 30 seconds is the most crucial part sa answer nyo.
That's correct.
Okay?
Oo.
Direct to the point, and I think we should be saying goodbye na, Kuya.
Yes.
See you again next time.
Yes. I miss you, Doc Cherry. I'm so happy na ito ulit. I miss you.
Kulang yung usapan natin. Sabi ni Dadras, bigyan niya daw tayo ng chance doon sa Maharlikan page. Maybe after your competition. Ngayon, focus mo na kayong lahat.
Yes.
I will be supporting everyone all the way. So, wag niyo akong, kung pagsabihan ko kayo because I am your nanay. So, I just wish all of you that you will do well and you will excel. Kailangan ma-achieve niyo yung dreams. Okay?
Dapat talaga.
This is, ano na ito it's an opening for you, for everyone. Maraming nanonood sa inyo. Iba-iba yung pananaw ng tao. Iba-iba ang paningin nila sa inyo. So, depende yan kung anong kailangan sa mga kumpanya nila. Pwedeng model, pwedeng, I don't know, maybe someone they can employ in their company. So, do well, mga anak. Okay? Wish you all the best. Yes.
I would like to add pala, because I know this is right now most of the problem of my co-candidates. Guys, please, if you're encountering some bashers, like about your heights or the way you talk, just ignore it. Just improve yourself. And the best competitor right now is yourself. Do not focus to other contestant, because the main enemy or the main talaga na dapat talunin is sarili nyo. Improve yourself. Do everything that might help you to claim the crown. Yun lang po. Yung mga
Exactly.
secret ko, yung mga secret ko lumalabas.
Oo, tama din naman. Maganda yung sinishare mo kasi kapatid mo rin sila, di ba? You also want
Kaya
them
nga po.
makapag-proceed sa dreams nila. Okay?
Yes, that's
Dapat,
correct.
kasi dapat nating tandaan, tama man or mali yung nagawa natin, marami pa rin silang sasabihin. So always remember, priority mo yung self-happiness mo. It's not being selfish,
That's correct.
but it's self-love and self-respect.
That's so correct. I totally agree with you po, Doc Cheryl. That's why, guys, aim high, gawin natin ng lahat. So, just enjoy, just just enjoy the party and have fun.
Yes!
Ignore all the negativity and turn it all into positivity. Okay? Baka magka-wrinkles kayo or ano pa dyan. So, wag. Baka ma-depress pa.
Babay na
So, oo, nababay na ako. Ayan na naman.
si Dadras. Sinalang niya ang dalawang madaldal. O, yan kasi Dadras. Lesson learned mo yan. Okay, anyway, nice to see you again, Levi. Next time ulit. Thank you.
Oo, bye, Doc.
Sa
Miss you.
viewers,
Bye-bye.
sa viewers
Thank you
and
also,
followers.
viewers.
Yes, Dadras.
Please
and
subscribe, Hari ng Pilipinas.
Yes. Ikaw mag-ano niyan, kuya. Sige, invite mo sila, kuya.
Okay. So all of our viewers and subscribers, please subscribe to Hari ng Pilipinas. That is our YouTube page, and also we have already our Instagram page. So kindly please follow us on Instagram, that is Hari ng Pilipinas. Same goes with our Facebook page, and don't forget also not to like or view or comment, subscribe only to my video on YouTube, but also to all of my kahari, because I really wanted that everyone will be lift up, and I really don't want to be selfish. I really wanted to help everyone, that as a teacher and as a candidate. Thank you.
Thank you, kuya. Yes, support everyone.
Thank
Watch
you.
them lahat. Thank you, kuya. I
Opo.
hope I will see you in person. Magkalapit lang tayo. Taga-Ormoc
Oo.
City ako. Okay? Kaya natin
Opo. Yes,
Thank you,
kaya.
everyone. Enjoy your
Thank you,
day.
guys. Have a great day.
Salamat sa mga supporters.